Yeah, perfect. And has there been, I assume you've got your IO there on if there's any relevant questions coming through. Feel free to just interrupt us at any point so that we can answer any of the questions there. But Tash, you mentioned a couple of maybe almost, well, between Lisa and Tash, you just sort of highlighted a couple of exercises. Have you got like a favorite exercise there, Tash, where you say like a blue sky exercise can be, you know, something from Lisa, nearly anything. Is there a favorite for yours for working with your team to sort of inspire or take the lid off and just go, whatever, there's no silly idea right now. What could we do?
Yeah, I mean, I do this with businesses I work with, even pre-coronavirus. So using strategies like divergent and convergent thinking techniques, which is really about just opening yourself up to new ideas, not being critical, thinking with both sides of your brain, really letting the creative process come through. And I think when I'm a scientist by training, so my critical brain's always trying to stop the creative brain. So these sort of exercises, particularly if we're feeling a little bit negative at the moment, as some people are, it's really important to try and switch off that critical brain and just open yourself up to new possibilities and new ways of doing business, new ways of engaging with your customers. So now is definitely the time to do some of these exercises.
Yeah, I agree, Tash. It's the working on your business time, not the working in your business time. And there's so many different models out there that you can actually spend a bit of time looking at. You know, Edward de Bono's hats and the Lean Six Sigma and the 5 Whys and all those sort of things. And I think the really interesting point for us was a lot of the information coming out was saying, don't try and be too opportunistic in your marketing, because you'll be seen to be selling stuff to people. You want to be seen, as Matt said, to be engaging with people and giving them a reason to want to follow you because you're interesting and fun and different. And, you know, we talked about Mark McGowan when the guy was reported to be exercising and then ran off and got a kebab. And Mark McGowan couldn't stop laughing because of this kebab, and should he have been allowed to get a kebab because he was supposed to be exercising? And this went on for quite a few minutes. And I think that happened on a Friday. And I thought, oh my God, I have to go to the Turkish bread shop in Busselton that does the best kebabs. And I need to grab a kebab and start running along the jetty with a kebab in my hand because it's really hilarious. And is that opportunistic? Oh, I don't know. It was just a bit of fun because we weren't going to make any money from it. But how do you sort of do things like that where it's a bit outside the box, you get a bit of attention, but you're seen as just doing something fun, you know, while maintaining social distancing. I took my whistle out on the jetty and being an ex-netball umpire. When people got too close to each other, less than 1.5 metres, I was blowing the whistle and calling out obstruction. You know, that went on Netball Australia's page. So you just got to do some things sometimes that people just want to have a laugh. It's pretty stressful at home. You know, you've got these poor parents trying to homeschool people, and, you know, everyone's sort of, that husband that's been there all the time is just in your face, and the wife's in your face. You just need some
that husband that's been there all the time.
A nagging husband. There's no nagging wives, Michael. There are only nagging husbands. Hopefully Nathan's not listening.
Back out the farm.
That's it.
And I think, Lisa, that's why you're marketing towards, you know, things like the virtual tours for those mums who are home, and dads who are homeschooling. It is, great to have activities like that. So it's, really good to see the Jetty's providing, you know, some online experiences, and hopefully then that does translate to future sales. And just picking up the point you raised about not being seen as being too opportunistic in this time, I think we also need to have the mindset that, you know, some people do need to be making money during this time. There's too many people not making money. And yes, you don't want it to be in people's faces, but it's, you know, we need to, if you can make money during this time, if you can make more money during this time, then we need those businesses to actually do that, because there are so many sufferings. The more who are making more money, hopefully then they're spending it in the economy as well.
We only need 1 or 2% of China to jump on board with a virtual tour, and we'll be set.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a tiny metric, Lisa. Why wouldn't we be able to achieve that? And I think what you said about being opportunistic, I just wanted to talk into that a little bit. I think a good question to ask is, am I being authentic? Because you're providing an emotional connection and entertainment to your audience is still providing value. So I think people need to as well go, you know, we don't have to be serious all the time. We can showcase our brand's personality. We can showcase our brand's values. And people on the other side are going to connect with that. And I think they're the people that are going to do well out of this time, And like you said, Tash, I mean, people still need to be making money and spending it in the local economy. So I don't think it's a crime to say, oh, I don't want to make money because of what's going on. If you're providing real value, money is just the outcome of that real value that you're providing anyway.